Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vijay and we are learning Python in our Python Mastery series. So, till now we have built a good foundation in the Python. We started from the storing value in the variable till the last video. We have understood how we can make a decision based on the different categories. So, in this video, we are going to build a project that is very close to a real life problem, the same code cafe concept that we are continuing. We will be building a project under that. Imagine you are a cafe owner and you are taking the details of a customer, calculating bills based on the item they select, and then printing a professional bill for them. So all of this we are going to do in this project. The concept is very simple. Whatever we have learned in bits and pieces, we are combining that. The reason is, if you build something, you understand more details about it. You find very confident yourself that okay, whatever you are learning is building, and whatever you are now going to learn, how you can integrate with your past knowledge. That all you get to know only when you build the projects. Okay, so let's jump to our blackboard and first understand what we are going to do in the project. So I have few details already mentioned on the blackboard. So we will be taking the customer details, we will be selecting the food items after that, and finding the price for that food item. What is the type of the customer? Based on that, we will be calculating the discount, and whatever the discount is, applying that discount to the final bill price. We will generate the bill and print that invoice. So this will be kind of a larger picture of the project, how the flow should go, and how we are building. We already have the knowledge because we have already implemented that in bits and pieces. Only part that we now will be implementing with our single file, and we will try to run it. Okay, so let's jump to the VS Code. Okay, so today in VS Code, we will be implementing it with our py file. So there are two types of Python file. Till now, we were doing the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, IPYNB is the extension for Jupyter Notebook. Now we will be implementing this in the py file. Jupyter Notebook is okay for experimentation and understanding the concept, but in the production, we have to go in the py file. .py Python file that are deployed. So from now onwards, this is the first stepping stone. We are just starting with the py file, and whenever we are doing the projects, we will do in the py file so that we get a habit or used to it. So let's start with our first part. Okay, so what we do, we have to capture the customer detail, but before that, as we always do, we print a beautiful welcome message. Welcome to our code cafe. And when you will work on this project, you will find many things similar if you have already coded along with me in the past videos, because this all things we have repeated multiple times so that we get an habit of coding. Okay, so now we need to capture the customer details, and you will see all the concept, like even from the comment side also, uh, we will be implementing that. You can see, like, we are mentioning the comments, that how they are useful whenever in future we are referring this project. So we will be taking the customer input. Okay, and what is the input? Customer name. Okay, and then we have to strip, and then we have to uh, make it a title case. Then definitely we need to take the customer type input, customer type, that we will also strip and make it as a title case. Okay, just this second. Yeah. So this first block here, if you see, we have completed that part. Now we will select the food item. So for that, we will request the customer to select food items. For that, we will request customer to provide an input. And food item, what are the options that we will providing? Pizza, burger, pasta, then we have coffee. Okay, these are the food items. We also provided a convenience to customer by mentioning it. We will strip and we will make that also as a title case. Okay, in case customer does not follow this formatting, we will format that. Then we will go to menu and we will create a dictionary mentioning the price of each item. You know, we have key value pair for the dictionary. So pizza is 2.99. We have burger as two 199. We have next item pasta. Okay, pasta as 2.49. Then we have last item as coffee. Okay, oops. Uh, Price for coffee 99. Okay, so what we have done, we have collected that things uh, in that form of a dictionary. We are already keeping a lookup value, like you can say that whatever customer is entering, the price of that is already defined in a dictionary. So we will fetch the price equal to whatever the menu, oops, menu dot, we can use the get method. You remember get method will don't give us an error because we can define a default value whenever customer enters any invalid choice. So we are kind of handling that part also. So if we go here and whatever the food customer has entered, either pull that value, if not available, pull 0 for, as a price, because that item is not available with us. Now since we have pulled the price, so simple condition, now this part also we have done. Okay, finding price, this was the find price part. Okay, now what we are doing next step, customer type. Okay, so here based on the customer type we will be calculating the discount. Okay, so first thing, if price is 0, we don't need to do anything because customer has selected a invalid food item. Okay, next, let's say the price is not 0. What we can do, we can check now in the nested way, we can check for the customer type. Is the customer a premium customer, senior citizen, or a student? So accordingly we can assign a discount to that. Okay, so we will be, actually this is a combined type, calculate the discount part. Okay, so here mm, we need to mention actually if customer type equal to premium. Okay, then we can have discount equal to 0.20. Okay, elif, we can also write this with the help of a match case, whatever is convenient to you. Since we implemented already in the previous videos with if elif, I'm not changing that to keep a continuity. Okay, 0.15 elif customer type is equal to equal to we have senior. Okay, remember we are matching the condition with the title case only, the customer type that we are capturing here. So whenever you are writing your condition, make sure you are also writing in the title case here, else it will not match the condition. Discount equal to 0.10. And for any other customer, we have already seen that the discount will be mm, what we can say. Oops, I guess here should not be double equal to. You can see here when you are coding, if you pay a little attention before running the program also, the IDE VS Code itself gives us a kind of indication that we are doing something wrong. Okay, so 0.05. Okay, so here we have calculated for premium 0.20, 0.15, 0.10 and 0.5. So 20, 10, 15 and 10, 5% discount according to the category. Now we will calculate the discount. Okay, so that was our next step here. If you see customer type, according to that we will now calculate the discount. So quite easy. This also we have done. Discount amount will be bill into whatever the percentage of discount is applicable. According program will itself be able to do that. So bill not will be okay. The price is the variable that we have. Okay, price into discount, and then now final bill will be price minus discount. We will have amount. Okay, so what we are going to do now here, discount price. Now we have the final price also calculated. Now simple, we need to generate the bill. So we will mm, final bill summary we will be printing. Okay, let's mention that in a comment. Generate the bill. Okay, and invoice, that will be in the same step. Okay, so print, we will use the f string as we have continued to use for customer. Then we have that detail pulled from customer variable. Oops, not customer type, customer. Then print f string. Then we will use the customer type variable. Okay, we will mention that as customer type. Okay, then we will have print. We are printing all the details that we have collected. The food item that will be pulled from food variable. Okay, then we are printing the price for that from the price variable. Okay, now we will print the discount. Okay, and discount we will print with the discount. Let's multiply it by 100 and mention person. Okay, then we have print. What else we have missing? Discount we have printed. Now final bill. Final bill mm, will be final bill. Okay, I guess I have missed the inverted commas. Okay, now we will print finally our standard thank you message. I am keeping a slash n so that one line gap will be there. Thank you for the visit. Okay, and let's put a smiley also emoji as a good gesture. Okay, okay. So what we are doing, just a starting comment, smart cafe billing system mini project we have built. Okay, so I guess the code part is now completed. Let's just re-verify. So what we have done, whatever learnings we have till now, we have tried to integrate all in a one application, and that is cafe billing system. And we have printed a welcome message, collected the information of customer, then customer type, then we have the food. Okay, out of these categories, whatever customer will select, the price is already mentioned here in a dictionary format stored. We are pulling the price, then based on that price we are also having the customer type and applying the discount, and then printing all the details. So let's just revalidate all the steps are completed. Okay, so let's now run this one. So whenever you want to run a py file, so what you need to do, go to that path wherever your file is stored. Here in my scenario it is stored at python series in the terminal. If you don't have the terminal open, just you can go here. Okay, and in the view you will have the terminal. Open that terminal, go to that path, and then you can type python. If you are using a Windows machine, it will be python, and for a Mac user it will be python 3. As I am using Mac, it will be python 3, then the name of your file. So in my case it is 18 underscore project.py, and hit enter. Okay, oops, I guess it's printing something else. Previously, just at the time I was checking if hello world is printing to set up correctly. Let me save the file. um, Clear. Okay, if you don't save, it will run the previous file only. So let's run that once again. Up arrow will take you to the previous commands. Okay, now it is running fine. You can see here we have a welcome message. Now customer name, this is like a, I'm making it a little bigger so we can see that. Customer name Vijay, customer type, let's say I'm a student, and what I want to order, let's order a coffee. Okay, so here you can see it's very nice summary that it is printing. Okay, customer name is Vijay, type is student, he has ordered coffee, price is 99, a 15% discount, and whatever we have is amount bill calculated, that after 15% discount it will be 84.15 rupees that Vijay has to pay. So a smart billing system we have created with whatever the foundational knowledge we have with the Python, although not a production grade, but very close, that we are understanding the concept and we are implementing it. And the most important thing, we have done this with the help of a Python file, not a Jupyter notebook with .py file that we have done. So this will help us to understand how to write the code, and how to implement, how to run it, and debug the errors. If you are coding along with me, you will see that. And also I would suggest, if you are finding more practical things or more practical changes that you find, let's say you want to add the items more, have a match case introduced to this, feel free to do that. Okay, and that will help you to enhance your knowledge. Okay, so okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you like the project, and please comment if you have any questions regarding this series. If you have any suggestions, that will be really helpful. to build the community. If you have anything for this series, that concepts that you want to learn, please feel free to comment. Thank you and happy coding.